Hello, Ben.
Alright, G, how are things?
I just want to apologise for my outbursts recently.
Oh, that's okay. Look, we're back in Italy together. Okay, everyone's having a great time, so...
We sure are, Buster.
Exactly. So, question though, how did you know I was going to be here?
Well, Ben, it's quite simple. I followed you.
Gee. The stalker look is not a good look, okay? Just because I'm an extremely famous YouTuber does not mean you can go around following me wherever I go. Think if this was the other way around. I'd be persecuted. I'd be vilified. You can't do this. Even for you, this is low. This is very, very low. I can't believe you do something like this,
I meant
G.
on the popular social network Twitter.
Well, that's fine then. So don't worry about what I've just said there. That's absolutely fine.
You really get carried away sometimes.
That is rich coming from you. So run the intro. After all the... You came in to apologise and I've ruined it. I've argued.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hello there, folks. Welcome back. It's at Dr. Benji on Twitter. Follow G's advice and follow that, maybe. Or don't. Link in the description. Tells you not to, but then links you it. So, what do I really want? I want you to follow me. Now, since we last met, we've played a host of games. Of course, our first two games in Serie B were a 0-0 and a 1-1. But since then, we followed it up with a few victories. The first of which came against AS Cittadella. You can see there, Pierluigi, the loan signing we got last time, scored a lovely little goal. There was a comedic own goal in there as well for our favour. So that gave us, indeed, the 2-1 win. We then followed that up with a 0-0, disappointingly, against Vicenza Calcio. So that was a 1-0 defeat. But then a free kick, a superb free kick from Mirko Antonucci. Gave us the 1-0 lead against Avellino, and we kept that lead until the very end as well. And speaking of free kicks, there was another one flying in. There was the 1-1 against Trapani Calcio, and James Maddison, look at this, from a lovely angle on it as well. Free kick, and it goes straight in the back of the net. And he did well for us, James Maddison, and I think we'll see more of him today. Two games coming up for you then. It's Pisa Calcio, which is obviously where the Leaning Tower of Pisa is. And then after that, Sassana. We're playing there as well. I'm so sorry. They have Camilio Ciano in their team. For a few of you remember he was from Parma, so danger. Danger. As long as he's safe, I think we'll be fine. So with those fixtures in mind, it leaves us 10th in Serie B so far. Very, very tight, of course, at this stage. But today we give ourselves a chance to maybe lift ourselves to the top of the table. Sassana, we're playing later on, are top of the league. Only lost one game so far, 5 wins. Whereas Pisa, on the other hand, just below us, only a point behind. So very similar starts to the season. And that's where we start today then. The team for today's game looks a little bit like this. We're going to play Medit, of course, in goal, back after his little international break that he decided to have. We've got Gianni, Viccari and Gasparetto at the back. We've got Patisso, Lazzari, Costa on either side, Arini in the middle, Maddison in behind. That's funny, isn't it? All these Italian names. Maddison. Then we've got Flaccari up top as the target man, next to Antonucci as the false nine. We've got, some of these players understand the system, some of them do not. So we'll see how we get on today. Hopefully we'll do okay. The team, 3-star and above. So I'm quite happy with what we've got going on for today's match. And of course, Michael Caine is on the bench. He won his price to play the bloody doors. Right, let's get on with it. I've got to stop it. I can't help it. So someone goes, "Oh, Ben, do you Louis Armstrong?" I just get it. Just takes over. Okay, they're playing a very Italianly fun formation. He threw a sort of a 5-3-1. I don't know what it is. It's a disgrace. At least we're playing wingers in wide areas. At least we're going for some excitement. Oh, this guy's. Oh, he's got an injury. What's his injury? Bruised shins. Okay. Tackling on hard. Oh, and this guy here, if he comes on, let's deal with him. Okay, then. Let's see how we go on. Team talk-wise, we're going to go passionate. Come on, lads. We're favourites here. Show me what you can do. I still feel like this is a bit of a get-to-know-you session. We're still icebreakering with our side. We need to see who the bad boys are, dig them out, and who the good boys are, and love them and cherish them until the very end. Our pitch is very long. It makes the league table a bit of a nuisance, I must say. We'll just keep it there for now. Points and positions, as well as the match stats, on the other side. They're not too bad. There you are. It's all sorted. It's fine. Let's just hide these for now. We don't need these enable notification setting things. Okay then, Pisa just below us in the league table as mentioned. Table, as mentioned, a little bit of Scottish there. Maddison, free kick, we've seen him score one, knocks it in, Antonucci's there, and Antonucci finds the back of the net. It's a great start for us. Spal take a 1-0 lead, and the tower is falling again. The leading tower, actually, in fairness, it's never actually fallen, it just leans, doesn't it? This is where it leans. Maddison, though, with the free kick, good delivery as well, caused a problem. It fell to Antonucci, who, I must say, in and around the area, is quite lethal. We saw him score a free kick in sort of the highlight package I showed a moment ago. But he's good at the old in-the-box finishes as well. He's a striker, he should be. Why am I giving him so much praise? That train conductor's good at collecting tickets. That's what he does, so he should be good at that. I don't know why I'm having a bit of a dig at train conductors. I think you do a wonderful job. All right, passionately say, things have gone well so far, but there's still room for improvement. Apart from the goal, there were no highlights in the game, so there's not much to talk about, I'll be honest. We could have the shortest episode of all time here if it continues in this fashion, as, well, it's getting stuck in the middle. So far, though, you've got to say, 7 shots for us, 5 on target. We are dominating so far. Cisenna, the team we're playing soon. I don't know why I'm saying it like that and doing this. I'm not even the slightest bit Italian. As the free kick's whipped in, by the way. Oh, it's a penalty kick. They've given one away. Now, who's stepping up for this? It is Floracari is going to take it. Our target man up top. Now, obviously, our penalty record so far, not good. Let's hope it's reversed. Alex Merritt has come very far out of his goal. Very rarely do you look at this end of the pitch when a penalty's been taken, but I've noticed him on the edge of the D there as he steps up. That was a little bit too close for comfort. Puts it in the back of the net, though, and gives us a 2-0 lead now. And it sets us up for what is going to be a good win here, and sets us, of course, up for the game coming up against a team that are obviously very superior. Wow! Pause that there. So much to look at. There's some lovely crates there that you'd see in H1Z1. Some bins over on that side, and some burger vans, which I've got to be honest, have seen better days. And then behind that is just a forest of the unknown. So many mysteries lie behind this wall. That's just, what can you say about it? What can you say? Anyway, back to the game. He's clapping as he scores, and it's been the back of the net. Lovely stuff. I love that. We've got... Do you know what? Let's focus on this once more. There's a wall here, some burger vans, lots of bins. Too many bins, if anything. Just been left... These crates could be put in an orderly fashion, if you don't mind me saying so, Sports Interactive. This wall hasn't been built very well. If a child, for example, wanted to climb over the wall and get in, it'd probably be able to. Lack of stewards on that side, I think we're all noticing. But let me just divert your attention, if I may, to this camera. Oh, it's not worked. To this camera, perhaps. You can see some. Hang on a second. There's a massive screen. So we can't afford a stand down the end, but we've decided the big screen in the corner, an absolute necessity. I question it. If I'm honest, I question it. These people living over here can literally see onto the pitch. Come on, how is that in any way fair? Do you know what? I didn't have a particular goal for this series. I now just want that end filled in. That's all I want. Anyway, it's 2-0. I don't know what's happened. Right, we're forward again. Lazari, right side. He's a menace, Lazari, I tell you. Ball whipped in, claimed by the goalkeeper. Lazari's one of the players to look out for. He's got a bit of a good cross, bit of pace about him. I like everything he's done so far. He's not let me down so far this season, apart from that game we lost, where he was a disgrace. Rini there, challenging well, getting the ball back, and now Antonucci with options either side. Costa on the left-hand side. Both wingers, I must say, I do enjoy very much. As the ball's played into Arini, lots of space and time. Will he produce a shot? He will. And that's gone. As we know, if that's gone over the wall, which I think, based on distance, it probably has, we won't be seeing that ball ever again. If you're thinking of opening a shop where you would sell footballs, just, arrange it around the back of our stand, because, I say stand, our wall. Imagine that, you go and get a burger and something in the back of the head. You're just getting slapped. Oh, imagine that. We're going to have to get some sort of netting. I don't know what we're going to do. We need Nick Knowles and DIY SOS. That's what we need. I mean, that's the only option at this point. Well, actually, here we are. Pisa coming forward with it. Ball to the back post. It's headed down and past Merritt. And amongst all the stadium confusion, Ray Manja has scored a goal. Heavens. Right, I should probably make some sort of change. Fitness-wise, we're looking pretty good. Costa's having a good game as well. Up top, we might be able to... Let's get Perluigi on as the target man. He scored earlier on, as you saw. Let's see if he can pinch a third in this one, just to make it safe. So far, Pisa not really been in this game, so we should be okay. Time is ticking down, and it's a chance in our favour. Madison from distance. Well, he's had a shot, and Perluigi's there to pop it in the corner. There you are, then. I bring him on. Pierluigi scores the goal. Lovely old stuff. Makes it 3-1. Oh, the angles. I tell you, we've got so much going on. That's going to annoy me every time, though. What? There's nothing there. There's nothing there at all. Anyway, it's in the back of the net. Goal. Look at the big screen. It looks ridiculous. It's an eyesore, I'll tell you. And there we are then. Spal 3, Pisa 1. The tower is continually leaning, and it's not helping anybody. Right, the team talk's gone okay. On to the next one then. We play Cisenna, who are very good and just keep winning matches. So we'll see how we get on. Cisenna. I could get my Italian G to help, but I prefer just getting it wrong. Cisenna. I'm just practicing. Right, here we are then. Second game of today's episode, and I think in terms of changes, we're going to make one. We're going to bring Pierluigi in, get him up top alongside Antonucci, behind Maddison. This trio up top could be the golden ticket to success. I think it may well be. Pontisso does a really good job in that deep line playmaker role, just keeps things ticking over. Our back line stays very central and stays together as well, which I really, really like. And Arini, as that board midfielder, he's an option every single time. These wide areas outside, we've got defensive wingers on either side. Every time they get the ball, Arini's always their first option. We'll look for that in the game today, and hopefully that will come good for us. Of course, the bench is ready and waiting if needs be, and we will submit the team for this game against the top of the table. Oh, it's a top of the table clash. If we win it today, we could potentially go as high as, second, heavens. I keep saying heavens. I don't know where this has come from. Okay, they're playing a 4-3-3 formation with Rodriguez up top. Alejandro Rodriguez, decent finishing, decent heading, decent off the ball, decent composure, and not the slowest. So that is a bit of a concern. Basically, he's capable and I don't like it. I'm going to say pick up where you left off last time. A good 3-1 win. Of course, Pierluigi comes into the side and gets his start. So him and Maddison, of course, the new boys in the side, have got a chance to shine again once again. And we're in a green kit now. How many kits do we have? I don't like the green kit. I prefer the blue. I just feel like we're camouflaged. We can't see each other on the pitch. Okay, corner kick. Maddison to swing it in towards the front post. Cleared. Pierluigi gets a header on goal. But Agazi, the goalkeeper for Cesena, that's definitely not how you say it. I should really look it up. People are going to be getting so annoyed. Cesena? Oh, stop it, Ben. Half time. First halves don't exist. No one cares about them. I'm going to say we're underdogs here. Go out there and give the fans a performance to cheer for, and then sort of team that up with their. Let's say there's no pressure. There's no pressure on you tonight. Let's see how they react to that. Hopefully they like it. So far, no blue at all. Okay, blue. Now I'm getting the green and blues mixed up. I meant greens, but apparently I couldn't have one thing correlating to one thing. I don't like this. Okay, pretty even so far in terms of chances. We've had a few more shots on target, possession slightly in our favour, so it might take a couple of changes to twist this round. But here we are then. It's a chance for Cesena. Gianni heads it clear. We're not quite on that. Maddison has the ball played around him like a fiddle. It's played out to this left-hand side now. Balzano comes forward with it. Ball into the middle. Headed clear. Maddison knocks it on, but it's still in the hands of Cesena as they come on this left-hand side. The Roberto ball into the middle. Saved by Merritt, though. Good stuff. I thought that was going to be a definite goal, so I'm quite pleased with what we've achieved there. We're still on standard flexible. Instructions are rather timid. Should we get more attacking? I mean, we've still got the three at the back. We've still got the deep line playmaker sat in front. I think we can afford to go slightly more adventurous for the final 20 minutes. Away from home. Oh, hell no. Okay, now I'm concerned all of a sudden. I feel like counter-attack would have been better, and now I'm regretting everything. Ball played into the middle. Coco's there. We'll do it now. We'll still go to the counter. I think, although they've scored the goal, you might think, well, no, Ben, push further forward. Actually, I think with the style we play, the system we've got at hand, three up top, the wingers out wide, I think it'll work better playing on the counter-attack, and I shouldn't have gone attacking. I regret it instantly. Ball played into the middle, though, and Merritt can't quite get there. Oh, a proper stand at the back behind the goal. Nice. Oh, highlight after the goal, as we've changed to the counter-attack, which is strange, because we're going to start in possession, so that makes me a little nervous as the ball goes forward and doesn't really come to anything. Obviously, they're playing wingers high up as well, and as a team that don't play with fullbacks, I feel like that might be a problem. Not many teams in Italy play this style, though, hence the three at the back formation works quite well. But against a team that does, I mean, you can see they play like a 4-3-3. It's obviously a reason to why they're so successful in this division. So as the time is slowly going to tick away, nerves are jangling. Right, changes need to be made, Ben. 10 minutes to go. I don't like to change things very often. Michael Caine's going to come in the middle for Arini. Maybe he'll be the difference in this one. Elsewhere, let's pause the game, Ben. Should we make any more changes? Maybe Luca Mora on the left-hand side, just to change it up a little bit. Added fitness on that side. Let's get him involved. And Pierluigi's having an absolute shocker. We'll go with Flacardi up top instead and see if just for these final moments we can find ourselves an equaliser. 10 minutes to go. We're still on the counter-attack. Nothing's happening. For the final 10 then, final 5 even, we'll go attacking. Can we force a goal? No, we can't. We can't. So it's going to be one win. Michael Caine nips in there. It's going to be one win, one defeat in the game today. Keep us in 9th position. It's still very tight at the top, though. I think we're on 12 points, but if you look ahead of us, you can see there, look, we're on 12. A couple of wins, and we could be in that sort of top 4 mix. Now, the way promotion works in Serie B is complex. It all depends on point gaps and things like this. So we'll talk about that more when we get closer to it. But as long as we're in that conversation, the top 4 conversation, there's always a chance we can sneak into the top 2 places and definitely get the promotion required. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please do leave a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel, and we love with care. So until next time, I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.